The female warriors stopped moving. Jawdar came down from the tree. And he went in the direction from which the female warriors went. He remained hidden among the trees. It looks in all directions, so that he would not be arrested. Joder saw two children fighting. He approached them cautiously. When they saw him, they stopped. He asked them about the reason for their fight. One of them told him that their father was a magician. He lives on the other side of the island. And he left them a staff and a cloak. And they both want to take the mantle. Then Joder indicated to them that fighting would not solve the issue. He picked up a colored stone from the ground. He told them that he would throw the stone. The first one to return with it will take the cloak. The children agreed. Then Joder threw the stone as hard as he could. Then the two children started running. And they remained like that until they disappeared from his sight. He was surprised, because they were far away from the place where the stone fell. But he waited for them. But they did not return. The sun began to set. So Joder took up the cloak and the staff. He quickly headed toward the forest. He climbed a tree and hid himself well with its leaves. Then the female warriors began to appear and observe. They remained like this until morning came. And he fell asleep and woke up until they left. Then Joder came down and wanted to continue on his way. However, he remembered the children. So he went back to look for them. And while he was walking, he heard suppressed screams of anger. So he moved towards the sound with caution and anticipation. He found one of the female warriors had fallen into a trap made of ropes. Unable to get rid of it, Joder approached her and asked her,
"Do you need help?"
But the warrior did not answer him. And she kept giving him angry looks. Joder drew his sword. He started cutting the ropes. Until the warrior was freed. She fell to the ground, then stood up and asked him, saying,
"It seems that you are not from this island."
Joder answered her,
"No. I came here looking for my wife and son. But I don't know where they are. And where can I find them?"
The warrior said,
"You saved my life. I will help you find them."
Joder answered her,
"Save your life. You exaggerate. Anyone could have come and freed you from the ropes."
The warrior said,
"It seems that you are not really from this island. And you know nothing about its laws. Every warrior who falls into captivity disappears for days. Then we find it in a specific place on the island's shore. We take her to the palace. There will be a period of time until she gives birth. If the newborn is a boy, we return him to the place where we found his mother. And if a female is raised to become a warrior like me. As for the mother, we do not know where she is being taken. Do you understand now why I said you saved my life?"
Joder was disgusted by the warrior's words, and said,
"What are these laws? Even animals don't do what you do. Who said it?"
The warrior said,
"The king. He is the one who placed it. Now let's go to the palace. I will tell the princess what you did. And ask her to help you find your wife and son."
The warrior took Joder to the princess's palace. On the way, Joder told her his story with the boys. So she asked him about the staff and the cloak. So he told her that he kept them so that he would return them to the children when he found them. And when they arrived at the palace, the warrior told the princess what Joder had done to her. She asked her to help him find his wife and son. The princess ordered the warriors to assemble. And she whispered words in her maid's ear. Then she ordered them to uncover their faces in front of Jawdar, so that he might find his wife among them. He answered in the negative. Then the chambermaid entered, carrying a child in her arms. Then Jawdar rose up and said,
"This is my son. Where did you find him? And where is his mother?"
The princess answered him, saying,
"So you are the human being who kidnapped my younger sister. And he made her get pregnant from him? My father would be very pleased to catch you. Put him in prison with the criminal. And take the child to the known place."
The guards arrested Jawdar. They took him to prison while he was screaming for his son, while the female warrior who brought him said, frowning on her face,
"I will take the child to the known place."
The warrior took the boy and headed out of the palace, while the female guards took Jawdar to the prison. He found his wife, Malik, imprisoned in it, and he said to her,
"What did you do? Why did you run away from home? Did I not treat you well? Am I not your husband?"
Malik replied,
"My husband. Do not make me laugh. You kidnapped me. I was the princess of this island. My father is a king. And what are you? A blacksmith. What did you do to deserve to marry me? You kidnapped me. I'm not in the mood to laugh."
Jawdar answered her,
"Your father. Isn't he the man who will kill you? Isn't he the one who will throw my son away to be raised by your enemies? What kind of king is this? Rather, what kind of man is this? Yes. I'm a blacksmith and I've done nothing to deserve you. But I am willing to die to get you and my son back."
Malik bowed her head and said,
"I'm sorry. I didn't think about it and I was angry with you. Now what do we do to get out of here?"
Jawdar answered her,
"I don't know. We have to get out quickly. And found our son before the islanders took him."
A voice spoke from the end of the hallway. The warrior who Jawdar saved said,
"No one will take it. Because I did not take him to that place. And you did not tell me that your wife is our missing princess."